Hey Tribe. So today we're going to be talking about one of my biggest concerns as I plan for my AT through hike. And that is a hiker's favorite subject, food, diet. What am I going to eat while I'm on the Appalachian Trail? So I wanted to show you guys some of the things that I eat now and how I plan on transitioning those things over to the Appalachian Trail and how I might tweak my diet just a little bit. So let me just start off by saying I am 100% plant based. And I say plant based opposed to vegan because oftentimes with the vegan label, you it's a lot of like processed foods and things, and so I try to stay away from even the processed vegan foods because I find those not to be healthy. So I mainly eat vegetables and fruit, and I do have some starches in my diet, but mainly right now my diet is it's about 90% raw and 10% cooked. So I just recently started the whole raw ordeal, and I lost like 20 pounds, which was great because I feel a lot better, but I'm not really looking to lose any more weight. So let's get started with the foods. I brought out, and I have a few of my favorites that I like, my mainstays. So these are raw crackers, and thereby, and I'm not getting paid for any of this, but anyway, Healing Home Foods, and they're gluten free. So for those who are gluten free, these are gluten free. They're raw, and they just have fresh herbs in them. So this is one of those things where I will be looking for a bulk to be able to get a bulk in this and be able to send it to one of my resupply or all of them because I eat these a lot and they're really not too expensive. I say they're like $6 for a bag, but the bag is not full at all. So this is one of my favorites. Another one is hemp hearts. And this has a lot of protein. So it's 10 grams of protein. For those of you who are always like, how do vegans, how do plant-based diet eaters get their protein? Hemp hearts. So I plan on also having and getting these sent to Trail because I eat these a lot. So the hemp hearts. I also have almond butter. So I prefer almond butter, but I may end up with peanut butter as well. So almond butter. So my nuts, I do almonds, raw almonds, and this is the Wegmans brand. Also, I do walnuts. These are, you can't see them inside, but these are raw walnuts. So I do a lot of nuts, almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, a little bit of cashew nuts, not a whole lot. These are raw gluten-free kelp noodles. And right now I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to transition these to the Trail, but we'll talk a little bit more about these kelp noodles. And these are really good as well. And they kind of replace like a pasta or a oodle, like something like a oodles and noodles. So kelp noodles. Flax seeds is another seed that I normally put in my smoothies. Now I know I'm not going to be blending anything up on the AT, but these hemp seeds and chia seeds are pretty important to me in terms of my diet. These are really, really good. And this is a healthy snack. So these are called healthy vegan bites. And I get these from Wegmans. I love them because there are very few ingredients, but they are high in fiber, gluten-free, non-GMO, and no sugar. So they have cranberries, but they are very, very tasty. And these are gourmet oatmeal bites with dry fruits. So I'm hoping to be able to get these in bulk as well. We will see. And I eat these all the time as well. Dates are one of my treats. So what I do is I'm going to tell you guys a secret that I have. I won't call it secret, but this is something that I use as a snack when I go to work. So I use my almond butter. I put a date in there. I take the pit out and I put some hemp hearts in there. So with all three of these ingredients is like, and I put them in a very small mason jar. And that's like my snack during the day sometimes when I don't have like cookies or I don't want to eat cookies. And I also have coconut wraps. So these are raw, and I'm going to be looking into making my own in my dehydrator because I've seen so many great recipes for wraps and I don't have to spend, I think these are like $8. They are raw and vegan, but I'm looking into making my own. So this is another thing because I make a lot of wraps with this. I use this with the walnut and I make walnut meat and I put vegetables and things like that inside. So coconut wraps. And then I have my organic raw pumpkin seeds, which are really good. And these are also have a high protein content, 10 grams. So I know you guys are like, well, you know, a lot of times people are always like, where do you get your protein? Really high content of protein, and it's healthy for you. So the raw organic pumpkin seeds. So let's talk a little bit about the fruits and vegetables that I eat. So a lot of things I get from the farmer's market. So this is spinach, kale, and then I have some arugula that I really need to eat because it's kind of, some of it's going bad. So we'll figure that out. The fruits that I eat, and I eat all kinds of fruits. I'm just bringing you what I have in my kitchen right now, what's good for me right now. So oranges, carrots, apples, avocados. It's huge in my diet, a lot of good fat, and this is very important to me. So avocados, only have a half of one left. Pears, lemons and limes I always add to my salads. Some ginger. And these are sunchokes. I just started getting these from the farmer's market, but they're really good and they're a great replacement for like potatoes if you're a person that wants to cut back on carbs. If not, no, but they're a lot healthier than your potatoes and a lot more. I've looked it up and there's a lot more nutrients inside the sunchokes. So maybe you'll try those out. Okay, the last thing is I'll show you is the cacao powder, which is like chocolate. And this is normally my protein unless I make my own. I have made my own before, but it can be time consuming and it's a little bit more pricey than actually buying the actual protein powder. So these are two other things that are mainstays in my diet. So let me talk a little bit about how I plan on eating on the trail. So I know that I want nuts and seeds and fruits and vegetables to be huge on my diet, even while on the AT. I know that the fruits and vegetables don't provide a lot of calories, but I still want to remain healthy. I particularly think that it's counterintuitive to be on the trail and just eat a bunch of junk. Just me. I'm not, judging anybody else. I just think for myself, it's not beneficial for me. So I'm looking at ways I'm able to still sustain my diet on the trail. Another thing is coconuts. Do I think I'm gonna get a coconut? No, but I just want to show you guys this is a big thing that I do. So sprouts. So these are some of the sprouts that I have and I buy. So that's pretty much what my diet is like. I do know that while on the AT, I am going to be eating a lot more starches. So I will be implementing brown rice. If I can get black rice, I will be implementing noodles, not oodles and noodles, y'all. Please, no. Oh, I ate way too many of them when I was young. I do not want a pack of oodles and noodles. I'm just going, listen, no. The answer is no. So I'm looking into either kelp noodles or some other kind of noodle, a spaghetti noodle. So yes, I will be implementing the noodles, things like mashed potatoes. I would love to add to my diet. Big on avocados. I don't know how I'm gonna do them, but I'm thinking if I send them to a resupply hard, they may come and be a little bit soft. I'm willing to spend some extra money out on trail as well for food. The way I think I'm going to end up tweaking my diet a little bit and adding something that I don't eat at home is going to probably be something like tuna fish, because I'm looking at the content and I'm looking at the fact that does have a lot of protein and other things that I'm going to need, and it's really easy to get. So tuna fish is going to definitely be one of those things that I add to my diet. Of course, I can, things like salmon and stuff will be a specialty for me. If I was like in town and I was at a restaurant, I definitely would treat myself to a nice piece of salmon. And I think for me, diet is like number one on my list of the concerns that I know. Like I said, almond butter, I may not, it's pretty pricey. It's like $6 or something like that. So I don't know, but I will be getting peanut butter. I will be having crackers. I'm hoping, like I said, I can get these in bulk. I love these. They are very good. And also like the hemp seeds, hemp hearts, I would love to have those as well. And all of the fruits, the dates, maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. But also nuts, nuts and seeds, even raw sunflower seeds and things like that. So those are some of the things that I wanted to share with you all. Talk to me about what it is that you are planning on eating on the trail. Maybe you have a special diet, maybe you're gluten free, maybe you're vegan. Talk to me about what you're planning on eating, or maybe you already did a through hike and you know, you already worked it out. So talk to me in the comments about what you are eating, or some of the other healthy choices maybe that I didn't name. Love and Hike.